Evening, everybody. Get that out of there. How's it going? Happy Sunday to you. The 20th. I don't know why I almost said the 20th. It's the 18th of December, 2022. Happy almost Christmas. Merry almost Christmas. Happy almost New Year. Holy cow, it's getting here fast, isn't it? December 2022. Hold on, I got feedback going. There we go. I had to turn off my audio. I don't want to listen to myself. Right? You ever do that? It was like the first time you ever heard yourself talk, you're like, I don't sound like that. And then you realize you do sound like that. All right, let's see here. We got about 20 people or so here. That's all right. It'll load up quick. Don't forget to take the poll. I got my computer going so I can read comments. The poll tonight is... Hey, first off, make sure that everybody can see me and hear me okay. I see Tim M on here. I see Brian Lytle. Blind Osprey is on here, my first mate. Patinos is here. Scott Argensinger is on here from DREAMWEAVER. Don't forget, these live streams are always brought to you proudly by DREAMWEAVER Lures. Check them out at DREAMWeaverLures.com. That link's in the description. And you might notice by looking at Scott's name, it's now a different color. And a lot of Lima Charlies coming in good. We're loud and clear. Glad to hear. But you might notice next to Scott's name, it's a different color, and there's a wrench next to it. And there's a reason for that. Scott is now a moderator on this channel, with this channel growing the way it is, and there's so many comments coming in. I asked him tonight if he'd be willing to do that. I can't catch all the comments, and Scott's a very, very knowledgeable guy and just a really good guy. And he gladly jumped on board as a moderator. So if you have any questions and I missed them, Scott, thank you for being here and helping me out. I do appreciate that. So for those of you who jumped on here and saw the thumbnail, this was going to be a sit down with Captain Kevin Hughes tonight regarding the consent decree. And if you missed last Thursday's live stream, I went over really the basics of this upcoming consent decree for the state of Michigan. And I get it. Not everybody that comes on this channel is from Michigan, and a lot of this is just, it doesn't mean a whole lot to you. I get that. And I appreciate you being here while we go through this, because in this state, this is a very, it's a hot topic. We were at, my wife and I went out to eat tonight, and just a few tables away, I heard people talking about this very topic. It's everywhere right now. So for those of you that clicked on here and thought this was going to be an interview with Captain Kevin Hughes, I apologize. That's not going to happen tonight. I didn't mean that as clickbait in any way. But it worked out better that I have him come back on the 15th of January, because that night I'm also going to have Tony. Tony, if you're on here, I apologize if I mess up your name terribly. Rajanovic, if I'm saying that anywhere near that. Tony is, he's not only a member of the Great Lakes, or I'm sorry, the Michigan Charter Boat Association, but he's also the president of the Coalition for Michigan's Resources. So Tony is a very knowledgeable person on this entire consent decree, and so is Kevin Hughes. So I thought it would be better to bring them all, or bring them both in together, and that won't happen until the 15th of January. So again, I apologize if I led you astray. You can just turn off the channel. You can unsubscribe if you want. Hey, that's fine. Don't hate me too much. Honestly, that was not meant to be clickbait in any way. It's just the way it ended up. All right. Let's check out the poll. Let's see what's going on here. So if you haven't taken the poll yet for tonight, please do so. The poll question for tonight is, my dream Christmas gift would be Tierra 31 Open loaded for salmon, brand new loaded bass boat, a free shopping spree at DREAMWEAVER, that'd be a hard one to pass up, or peace on earth. And I'm glad that 25% of you out there at least chose peace on earth, while the rest of you dogs chose the boats or the shopping spree. I get it, it's tempting. The Tierra 31 Open is out in first place right now with 42%. We got 60 votes rolling in. The bass boat, I just looked a while ago, it was at 0, and now it's at 5%. So there are some bass guys on here. There's nothing wrong with that. I grew up fishing bass. I love bass fishing. Free shopping spree at DREAMWEAVER is 26%, and peace on earth 27%. Good for you for picking peace on earth, whoever you were. Good job. All right, let's check out some comments. So yeah, I don't have a whole lot going on tonight. I'm just going to go over Just going to go over a couple things we've been talking about lately, especially that charity that we're doing for this month of December 2022. That's Repos Rescues here in Manistee. If you don't have a clue what I'm talking about, once this video posts to YouTube after we end the live stream, I'll put a link right up here, and you can jump on there and you can see exactly what we're talking about. What we're trying to do is support a local animal shelter here in Manistee. They're a nonprofit. They do great work, but they struggle immensely with bills, costs, things like that. So what we're doing is if you make a donation to this charity, and right now I think we're at about $1,500 donated, plus a bunch of dog food, cat food, other things that were needed. If you make any kind of a donation to this, your name is going into a hat for a free giveaway from DREAMWEAVER Lures. And I will, like I said, that video is up there. You'll actually see me go to DREAMWEAVER. Scott and I pick out a very nice package of lures, divers, snubbers, spin doctors, rotators, spoons, meat rigs, you name it. They go in a box. And we actually take the time, two of the big paddles, we take the time. I signed one, Scott signed the other one. Then we went through DREAMWEAVER, and we actually had other people, everybody that was at the shop, including the owner, Shane Rubianitz, they all signed it as well. So you have a chance to win that by making any kind of donation to that cause. So a couple ways you can do that. You can just donate directly through PayPal. The link is down below. You can buy merchandise through my shop. That link is down below as well. If you don't mind, take a look through there as well. Just take a look around. Let me know what you think of the merchandise. There's some great designs on there. I think you'll get a kick out of a bunch of them. So there's two ways. And also on that video that I posted, you can go on the Amazon store. There's links down in that description. You can go on those Amazon links and purchase those needed items. Like I said, cat food, dog food, beds, cleaning products, things that this organization needs greatly. And have that sent to Tangle Tackle here. Make sure it's going to make it here by December 31st. All right? And that address to Tangle Tackle is also on that video. So you can get on there. You can make a donation. You're a beautiful person if you do. If you can't, I completely understand that. Also, it's the holidays. Take care of your own. But if you got $1 to spare and you want to throw it in, that'd be wonderful. And I know that they will definitely appreciate it also. Excuse me. All right. Also, don't forget, I'm giving away that free charter on my charter. Dark blue charters, also on December 31st. I'll pull a name out for that. Again, if you want to get into that, you have to support us on Patreon for a minimum donation of $30 a year. You can still do that if you go on Patreon. That link's down below. If you go on Patreon and you wanna throw a $30 pledge on there, your name will go in the hat on December 31st for that free charter drawing. And the odds are pretty good. I mean, we don't have millions of people on Patreon, that's for sure. I think we're maybe 100, 105 maybe. So yeah, the odds are pretty good that your name might get drawn for $30. I mean, I'd take a shot at it without a doubt. Yeah, so that's really, guys, gals, that's really about all I got tonight. Don't forget, Reel to Reel Outdoors. Adam Knutson and I have been talking about this. The consent decree is something he and I have been talking about back and forth. Don't forget, they are doing their own personal live stream tomorrow with David Carafino. Mr. Carafino is the DNR Tribal Relations Officer, if I remember correctly, and they're going to have him on their channel tomorrow to talk about some of these things. It'll be a good watch. I know I'm going to watch it. So Adam runs a good show, too, and I'm sure everybody will get something out of that. Let's see what I'm missing in the chat. Jim Dabrowski is here, a Tangle Tackle Army member. I see Jim ranked up in the old Tangle Tackle Army. That's everything about the Army, is if you want to join the Army, you can do that. You can definitely become a channel member. And anybody that does that throughout the entire year next year is going to get thrown into that hat for that free charter also. So you can do that also. And just a thumbs up. I see lots of thumbs up coming onto the light or onto the chat right now. All of those do help support the channel. I really do appreciate everybody that does that for us. All right. Nice and Mead's here. Another Army member. Jason C. is here. Another Army member. Jim Dabrowski. Hugh Merrill, another Army member. Bill Gerlach. Patrick Forrester. Mike Anderson. A lot of Army members here. Chris Olson. I think I said that already. Beautiful. Teresa Flanders wants to know, how is the ice and ice fishing up there? Well, Teresa, if you had a boat, you'd probably be able to get out on the ice pretty good right now. There's not much. It's like skim ice on the lakes right around here. So ice fishing is nominal right now, but you know, at the temps that we're at right now, it's not going to take long for us to start getting some nice, some good ice on the lakes and get out there and get after them. I am, I I took the last couple of years off, honestly, away from ice fishing. I mean, go out every now and then. I'm looking forward to getting back into it this year, but that's going to come with cost. I have to go out. I got to get a new shanty. I got to get a new auger. I got to get new rods and reels. I got to get new lures. I sold all that stuff, but now I'm getting that itch. I want to get back out on the hard water, so I'm going to have to be digging into the pocketbook here shortly and making those purchases. But yeah, Nice and Meat saying there's new tungsten ice jigs coming out this week at Tangled Tackle, $2.99 a pair. They are nice too. Those are those. If I remember, I think they're AWs, and they are really, really nice ice jigs. So I'm looking to get my hands on some of those. Pat Enos wants to know, when is my retirement date? I'm like 6 weeks away, Pat. 6 weeks away from the wake up, and I'm ready to go. Tim Gronville wants to know, why am I hiding my big weenie shirt? I'm not hiding it. It's right there. I got it. I've had this shirt. I can't think how long I've had this shirt, probably 7, 8 years, something like that. I mean, it is you can see the sleeve is gone on it. That one's okay, but this thing is about wore through. It's just a really nice, comfortable shirt. And all my DREAMWEAVER shirts are dirty. Jason C. wants to know, how did the $100 River Challenge go? Jason C., it's still in the works. I'm going to push that off until after the holidays. I'm going to hit the river after then. Maybe next weekend, actually, if I can get out. We'll see. It's definitely going to happen. TD Schlad wants me to come pike spearing with him and Brian Lytle. TD, Tim, I'd be happy to go with you. Honestly, I see so many people on here with a retirement right around the corner. I've seen on here many times people like, hey, come do this, come do that. Honestly, if you got something going on, if you're a guide or you just go out and you fish a lot, you got things going on, look me up. Send me an email. If I got the time, I would love to travel around this state and get some great content for the channel. And if you got something going on in your area where you think it'd be good for the channel, some good content, some good fishing, just some good times, really good people, look me up. My email's down in the description. Send me one. I'd be happy to take a look at it. Always, no problem. Scott already says, it's a good thing you know a guy to get new DW shirts. Scott, I hear you, buddy. I think I got like 5 of them, and I go through them. I mean, I wear them all the time, so they get dirty. I should do some laundry, though, right? Right. Maybe I should retire this shirt. I don't know. It's still an old, comfy shirt for me, so I like it. Johnny Cubs, what was the unit I installed for defrosting the windows on the boat? Johnny, that's a great question, and I had full intentions of doing a video on that, and the footage that I got was awful. Just awful. Bad angles, the sound was terrible, half the darn thing, I didn't know it, but the lens had oil on it, you know, the camera lens from the phone lens. So it was just garbage. I think what I want to do with that is come next spring, just jump back into the boat and go through the components and how I have it set up. I know it'll help a lot of people. I got it from not Harbor Freight, I'm sorry, from Jegs, Jegs. And I don't have the exact components right here in front of me, but that is something I would like to do, and I apologize. Sometimes that happens. You have the best intentions, and the equipment just goes, so, it is what it is. Manny Ergetsinger's on here. Good to see you. But I'll say this about that defroster. It works wonderfully. Wonderfully. Blind Osprey's on here tonight. He can attest how well that thing worked. We were out there on days, I mean, it really just does the one window and maybe half my center window. The other side, it doesn't clear it up at all. It doesn't have I don't have an extra hose running over there. It'd be a real booger to try to get that extra hose set up on that side. So really it's just defrost that one side. But I tell you what, it's night and day. You can see out the front of the boat now on my window, and you look over the other side and you can't see anything. So I don't know how I ever went without one of those things. It is a great peace of mind to know that you can see things in the morning, and because it can get a little sketchy out there sometimes. Mitch Lige is on here. BMK, going to install digital tax on your panel. I don't have any recommendations. It's not a bad idea, though. And I'm sure there's other YouTube channels out there that could give you better recommendations than I can. But keep me posted on that. I've thought about that as well. So I'd be interested to see how that comes out for you, buddy. Tom Anderson, hi back to you. Dave Stanshevsky is on here throwing a bunch of thumbs up. Guys, gals, that's all I got really tonight. You want to ask some more questions, please feel free to do so. I'm here. Scott's here. We can answer any questions that you might have. I'm trying to think if I forgot anything. This will be the last live stream until December 31st. With the holidays, that's just going to be the best way to do it. On December 31st, again, I'm going to draw the winner for the charter, and I'm going to draw the winner for this DREAMWEAVER pack that I'm doing. And Great Lakes Gear sent me a box full of clothing that they want given away on the channel also, so I'll draw that name that night also. And, oh, don't forget, sign up for the Tangle Tackle email. Don't forget about that. Go on their homepage. That link's down below. Go on their homepage. Go to the email section. Become a Tangle Tackle member. Doesn't cost a thing. When we get to 10,000 email subscribers on that thing, we're giving away 3 great prizes. One is a Vexilar FL30. If I remember right, that's the right model. Another one is a clam flip over one-man insulated shelter, and another one is a K-drill. So when we hit that number, 3 people are gonna win those things. So not all 3. One person will win one. You understand what I say? 3 people will be a winner. So it will be it'll be a nice gift that somebody gets. I wish I could throw my name in there because I'd love to win one of those things. All right. Todd's asking if I got my package from the shop yet. Todd, no, I have not. I have not been in the shop in a few days, so I will definitely check it out next time I'm in there. Thank you, though, very, very much. Richard Barrett wants to know, have I ever considered or have I done on how to start a charter business? You know, Richard, that's we talk about that on here every now and then. I mean, it's something we just kind of sporadically touch on, but if that's something people are interested in, you know, throw in the comments. If I see some interest on that, if you're thinking about becoming a charter captain, I could sit down and do an easy video. Maybe Scott and I could get together and talk. He's a charter captain also, and talk about the ins and outs and how he and I did it. I think we did it differently. I think he went to the actual classes. I did it online. It might be something we can do. Oh, another thing Scott and I are going to do very soon, just after the holidays, drag upgrades. Scott is a wizard at this. He told me the other day I can do a drag upgrade on a reel. The tuna time or the tunas drag upgrades are wonderful. I believe they're carbons. Scott, correct me if I'm wrong. But he says I can do a drag upgrade in about 15 minutes. If that's something you'd like for your channel, I jumped on the chance at that. So Scott and I are going to get down. We're going to sit down together. We'll put up a video on that. It's something I've been wanting to learn also because, you know, not every reel comes with that super sleek, smooth, whatever drag. That'd be nice to know. Jeff Cummings, am I still using Patreon for membership? So, Jeff, there's a couple ways you can do it. You can join the Tangle Tackle Army, which is through YouTube, or you can join through Patreon. It's up to you, whichever way. Both have perks. Either way, if you're a Tangle Tackle Army member for an entire year, you get into the drawing for the free charter. If you support us on Patreon for a minimum $30 pledge per year, you're into the drawing on that also, as well as a bunch of other things that we do. Yeah. Swamp Rat wants to know, will there be any more of those Scott's and Mine custom spoons? So that's a common question, and the answer is no. Those are one and done. Those are one-offs. So if you didn't get your hands on them, I'm sorry, but Scott and I do have some ideas coming up, maybe a Spin Doctor thing, exactly like the spoons. He does 3 Spin Doctors, I do 3, and then DREAMWEAVER will sell them like that. So keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes open and watch the channel. You'll know when those things are coming up. Mike oh God, Mike, I'm so sorry. Jajesniak, you hooked me up with salmon fishing. Thanks, Chris. All the best to me and my family. Merry Christmas. Right back to you. Right back to you, Mike. That goes to everybody on the channel. I'm not going to see anybody or talk to anybody until after Christmas. So, Merry Christmas to everyone. I hope you have a great holiday. You and your family stay safe, stay warm, and just enjoy each other. Enjoy your time together. Matt President's great supporter of the channel. Drag upgrades are easy if you know how to clean a reel. You can easily do a drag upgrade. Matt, you got me hooked. I'm looking forward to learning how. All right, let's wrap it up. Let's pop smoke. Let's get out of here. Thanks everybody for being here. Scott, thanks for being the moderator on here now. You're a good man. Lots of good people on here. Stay safe. Happy holidays. I'll see everybody back here on New Year's Eve. Take care.